Welcome to the Sunday Best. It's an in-depth look at the best book I read this week. This week's best, Courtroom Drama by Neely Tubati Alexander. Neely is an author of women's fiction and rom-coms that you can escape into with a smile. Her books have been featured in Cosmopolitan, Parade, and Elle, and her book, In a Not-So-Perfect World, was chosen as a Good Morning America Buzz Pick. Her debut novel, Love Buzz, won a Zibby Award for Best Beach Read and was hailed as the perfect escapist read. She is dubbed as one of romance's new and exciting writers. Sydney and her best friend, Mel, met in a very unusual way. They found each other in a Reddit thread for a reality TV show that they both like, Authentic Moms of Malibu. They were instant online friends, regularly chatting during the shows, and they were roommates within the year. And Sydney hasn't had a best friend like that, at least not since Damon. The girls have watched and rewatched every season of the show together, and they are enthralled with the scandal with one of the original cast members is arrested and set to be put on trial for murder. Sydney happens to be selected for jury duty and pieces together that she might just be on the jury for Margot Kitsch, her favorite cast member, now dubbed the Malibu Menace. Because of the popularity of the show and the media frenzy, she and the other jurors will be sequestered for the duration of the trial. Sydney is happy and even excited to be selected as the jury for such a high-profile trial. She has followed the jury instructions to the letter and is hoping to be selected as foreperson, so she can help convince the others of Margot's innocence. Sydney is brimming with excitement for this trial to start. That is until Damon, yes, that Damon, her childhood neighbor and best friend who walked out of her life 10 years ago, steps off the elevator and joins her as a juror. What she thought would be one of the most exciting and memorable times of her life has now been ruined. What is she going to do being sequestered with Damon for all this time? This book was an absolute joy. It drew me in just like watching a real celebrity trial would. And it gave a peek behind the curtain that we all want. While it was just as captivating to watch as a real trial, it was also a beautiful story of second chances and redemption. It was so easy to get lost in the story. Following the back and forth of the trial, I felt like I was on the jury myself trying to decide if Margot was innocent or guilty. And Neely balanced this story perfectly with trial and also what was happening between Sydney and Damon. She has written a uniquely compelling story that any rom-com lover or pop culture fan will absolutely love. I received an advance copy of this book from Harper Perennial through NetGalley, but don't worry, this book will be on shelves May 20th. This was the first book from Neely that I have read, but her other two books are already on my TBR. If you have read a book from Neely, congratulations on reading a spectacular book. If not, I hope that your TBR is officially one book longer. Happy reading!